Hello, my name's Terri Tatton and I'm from the Wulli Wulli people of North Burnett. I'm currently living here in Tweed Heads on Bundjalung country. Was living in Melbourne for about 15 years before that, and that's where I was diagnosed with renal cell carcinoma in 2019. I was stage 2 at the time of diagnosis. My cancer progressed. I had a couple of operations and they took the kidney out and the cancer out, and then it grew back again, so they took that bit out. But then I became stage 4, which is not good. So they offered me the trial. I knew I had the opportunity to go on chemo there was the alternative there. So you've always got the traditional way of the cancer treatment, or you could try this new way, which may or may not be better, but I sort of thought the new way might be better. I don't know why. It just felt like the right thing to do at the time, because I thought, well, if I can't help myself, at least I'll be helping other people. Didn't really check with family. I'd sort of told them what was going on, and they were all sort of happy. They said, oh, you know what you're doing. So we just sort of ended up going ahead with the trial, signed the documents, and then they began doing tests. And at the beginning of the trial, there was a lot of information to process, but I had my doctor, my partner, and the clinical nurse helped me understand what I was reading, and they translated a lot of stuff for me. And so in the end, all of my questions were met. She was she was the best thing, because she was with me on the trial for the whole way through until just recently, just a couple of months ago when the trial finished. As an Aboriginal woman, I had my partner and their support. They also had the support of the Aboriginal liaison officer, and she was right beside me every time I went to the hospital. She was there, and she just fills in all the gaps of where to go and what to do. And she fixed up stuff like parking, and she would come and wait while I was in the waiting room. She would come and have yarns with me, and we just talk about anything and everything. So she was a great help. It was good. We could sit there and yarn and talk, and it really made me feel comfortable. Having an Aboriginal liaison officer, it really made things a lot easier. My trial involved taking doses of this new drug, and then they would monitor me fairly closely while I was on the drug. Once the actual medical part of it had finished, taking the drug, we decided to come back up to Queensland and to live back up here again, be close to family, and I could continue the trial. And I would just every 3 months go in and have CT scans, and they would monitor me, CT scans and blood tests. With the telehealth and the things today and the regional hospitals that cared for me, I was able to sort of live where I wanted to live and still be on the trial, and still catch up with the doctors whenever I want. Well, that was it. So I was glad that I stuck through till the end and finished the trial. For me, it worked, and I was able to live where I wanted to live and get treated. So yeah, give the clinical trials a go, because it might work.